X Factor sponsored by Nokia, giving you the X Factor.
Welcome to the Xtra Factor. We started with 50,000, now we're down to just 15. But over the next 2 days, the judges are going to have to decide who makes it through to the live shows, to the public votes. They're going to be putting their category through their paces in the comfort of their own homes as well, which is great, because it means I get to have a snoop round. Coming up over the next 2 hours, we're going to show you more of how the judges whittled the Fab 15 down to the final 9. I'm going to be snooping around all of the judges' houses.
Crikey. How many pairs of jeans have you got?
I don't know, 50.
You've got lots of urinals as well.
Dad's Aussie because he finds it hard to hit the toilet.
Louis shows us some of his friends.
What was she like?
Small and big.
Did you buy that off the internet?
No, I'm a big fan of it.
And we meet the contestants' families.
He used to be a really annoying little brat to me when I was younger, but now he's just like the best brother I've ever had.
And don't forget, you can ask any of our guys a question by emailing them on extrafactor@itv.com. But first, the judges' houses. The final stage before you, the public, vote on who you want to win the X Factor. 15 went in, just 9 came out. But how did these 15 get here? Let's go right back to the start to see their story so far.
I saw the advert on television a number of months ago, and it was advertising the first time ever that a talent show was accepting groups, and we were newly formed at the time and thought, why the hell not?
A couple of the girls that I teach said, oh, we've entered into this new Simon Cowell, you should, because they're doing older people. I said, all right.
My gran just said, oh, it's on TV, get your arse into gear. So I did.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
We maybe were expecting we might get through. You know, that was a possibility once we got in front of the judge, but we certainly weren't expecting their reaction.
You're really good.
Really
good.
That was good.
You are an amazing singer. Amazing singer. Amazing singer.
And John really wasn't expecting that reaction, were you, mate?
I was so shaky. I was so shaky, and I thought, Verity, you've got to... When I was sitting outside, I was thinking, you've got to stop shaking, else you'll never be able to sing properly. I'm going to sing When I Fall in Love, if I can stop shaking. You feel that way too. Simon was like, you know, Verity, this is your last chance, and I thought he was going to say, well, it's just too late for you, and, you know, I was thinking, oh, what's he going to say, what's he going to feel myself filling up.
Well, we're going to give you one more chance.
Thank you ever so much, thank you. I was surprised when he said we're going to give you another chance, and then I felt elated, yeah.
I had a dream that I sang in front of Simon years ago, you know, and it all came true.
Like a bridge over troubled waters, I would lay me down.
We were quite shocked at the remarks that the judges gave us.
Great voices.
Wow.
Great voices.
Gosh, you three can sing, can't you?
Auditions done, the pressure increases with the onset of boot camp. Sharon became queen of the 16 to 24s. King Louis takes control of the groups. That means Simon's left to look after the over 25s.
Simon, I think, is the best judge.
Rowetta, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Simon's the one you go and you want him to say you're fantastic.
'Cause when I'm bad, I'm oh so bad.
I'm through, Anna, so let's dance.
When I got down to the last 20 and I did the duets with Lloyd, I thought I had a good chance to get down to the last 10.
When we finished, we got a sitting ovation, at least.
But when I got down to the last 10, I didn't think I had a chance to get down to the last 5. I was really surprised.
For me, that was the highlight of boot camp.
Each judge led their boot camp their way, and Louis' lot had to be creative.
We actually practiced a lot of the tasks that came up, as in the songwriting. We practiced, obviously we practiced the songs, and we practiced doing harmonies in short spaces of time. You'll understand
I need somebody to lean on.
Being asked to write a song was something we've never had to do, but I think we've always worked better under pressure when it comes to writing.
Today could be the day you get second glance.
I think we proved ourselves and showed that we had the capability to meet the challenges.
This is the moment, let's start today, taking it all the way.
That was a very good experience for me. I'd prefer it to be like that than to just sail through and not really learn anything from it. Yeah.
For Sharon, her boot camp was all about stage presence.
When you're on a stage, you're in that, I suppose you get into a performing mode as well, that you've so many nerves and there's like 50 people that you have to compete against, so definitely it's tough.
Prove too much for the man.
The parts that I enjoyed was singing on the stage, just singing in front of the judges and just showing them.
Isn't she precious? Less than 1 minute old.
They came up to me and said, there's 5 Beatles songs. I want you to go back to the hotel. I want to learn 2 of them and come back the next day and perform them.
And we all remember the impact Andy made. But at the end of the boot camp ride, it all came down to one thing.
Verity, Lloyd, Steve, Rowetta, Otis, you are officially our top 5.
I felt relieved, but also excited about what was going to happen next.
I'm so sorry. But you're in, you little
Oh, me?
Yes, you're in.
Shocked, man. I was flabbergasted. You know, first time in my life I was speechless, you know.
I got through boot camp. It was absolutely ecstatic.
You're an Osborne.
We had no idea whether we were going to get through boot camp or not.
You're in my top 5.
Coming up, Jack Osborne teaches our guys a few tricks.
Please spit as far as you can in rockstar fashion.
Sorry.
This is the Osborne man. This is
stronger because of how tight we are as the family, as we call ourselves. I think that's going to play into our strength with the contestants because they're going to feed off of that as well.
The thing is with Sharon is, once you enter a house, you actually become part of the family. You kick your shoes off, you just go to the fridge whenever you want, you chill out.
I'm hoping that they're focused because, you know, in the times before and stuff, it really was a lot of fun and it was really, really dangerous. Except this time, this is kind of it. There's 5 of them and they know that 2 of them are going to be gone.
When I say it's like my home is your home, that's the way it's got to be. I don't want them to feel like, oh, you know, I can't sit there or I can't do this, and I just want the atmosphere to be really creative for them and comfortable so they can be at their best. They've all got the talent. It's whether they have got what it takes to go live every week and go through the stress of those finals because they're so young.
Just been into one of the rooms to sing in front of Sharon and the rest of the guys, the people on our group, and it was actually surprisingly nerve-wracking. I thought after being at the house this morning and it'd be all comfortable, and when I got in there, but I was really quite nervous.
'Cause love
love is the only happiness. Yeah, 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 yeah. But it's so easy. 'Cause all you gotta do is try a little tenderness. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then it goes on and on and on and on, and that's it. That's great.
Come on and cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you.
What are we going to sing?
Maggie May.
Oh,
good choice.
Fabulous.
Yeah, that's if I can get it in my head now. Wake up, Maggie, there's something I need to say to you. And it's late September and I really should be back at school. Oh! Just performing in front of the group there was kind of like, it was a bit mad, you know, it was like being at a house party or something, you know, like it was less pressurable than the big stage environment, but at the same time it was still kind of intense because there's a few people in a small room, you know. It was a bit of crack anyway, it's funny, yeah.
And anyone who had a home loved me too, yeah. And anyone who had a home would simply take me in his arms and always love me. Why won't you? You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
All right.
So, our contestants were in tip-top vocal form, but what did they think of their judge?
The best thing about having Sharon as my judge is that she's just normal.
She's really fair, really nice. She does make you feel as relaxed as you possibly can.
Well, she's a really cool person. She seems very easygoing. I know she'd cut you in half as quick as she'd look at you if you got on the wrong side of her, but I think Sharon's cool, you know.
She's really honest and you know where you stand, which is a good thing, and she's really, really funny.
The worst thing about having Sharon as my judge is that she's married.
She gives us a really bad telling off if we do something wrong.
She keeps calling me head, which has kind of jinxed me, I think, because last week I was walking through town and a bird had diarrhea all over the back of my head.
After a tough morning, Sharon wanted to find out more about her 5 finalists over a good old Sunday roast.
Sunday morning people.
Spud's chicken gravy and a few killer questions.
He's the real deal.
All right, I want to ask you truthfully, who do you think did the best? I like Tabby.
I don't say that.
Be truthful. You can say yourself.
I really like actually the way you sang Flying into the Moon. It was just real kind of,
thank you.
yeah, just laid back. I liked her as well. I don't know, yeah.
Yeah, saying I don't know, like, because, I mean, for the kind of thing that it was today, just kind of sit, you know, getting up in front of the family and singing, you know, that kind of thing.
Just say one.
I don't know, I liked, I actually liked Roberta's.
So Roberta's,
yeah. Was kind of laid back.
Cassie, do you want a reason or just...
Yeah.
Oh, sold it for me. You know, got into it and felt exactly what she was singing.
Can I not have, like, 2?
No.
Can I?
No.
No.
You have to.
No. All-round performance, for energy, not mucking up once, and charisma, I'd say Andy's. Tabby's was close, but I'm talking about all-round performance.
Do you work with a teleprompter on stage?
A what?
I think that's a no, Sharon.
I know, no. You see, Sharon, I might do a couple of covers and stuff like that, but I don't do covers for a living, so.
The rule of thumb of being on stage when that happens is you just have to, you got to learn to lie.
Yeah.
Nobody knows the words anyway. Like if you look at "Staying Alive" by the Bee Gees,
it's like that song, "Tong, tong, tong, tong."
No, hold on here. You said thong or tongue?
Thong.
You meant thong.
I said thong.
But it is
I was
thong
thinking what?
that goes
Yeah,
up
thong,
your
yeah.
arse. A thong.
A thong, yeah.
I thought you were talking about Chinese food. A thong, a thong, a thong. I'll have double tongue and chips.
This is the Jack Factor.
After a grilling from Sharon, Jack Osborne put our 5 to the test.
Now, my mum's tests and challenges have been about singing and but these are my 5 essential X Factor questions. When did you last fart in bed?
When did I last what?
Last Tuesday, 9 o'clock.
This morning.
Probably last week sometime, being nervous for this week.
Completely blew the windows out last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Show us your best air guitar routine. What is your favorite pie filling?
Apple. Apple pie.
Steak and kidney.
Or vindaloo or something like that.
Don't like pies.
Not at all, not apple pie.
Nope, nope, nope.
You wayward child. If you had to throw up on a celebrity, who would it be?
If I had to throw up on a celebrity, it'd be...
Jodie Marsh.
I wouldn't mind it to be Simon Cowell, actually.
The new girl that's just come out, and everybody likes a JoJo.
Especially after a chicken stew or something.
I'll throw up over Simon.
Brilliant.
Unlucky.
And can you please spit as far as you can in rock star fashion?
To get a right good...
I have no saliva, guys.
Oh, which way is the wind going?
Oh, fine then.
Hey! Oh, you just totally sprayed me.
Sorry, Doug.
Oh, okay. Right there. Well, thank you. I'll pass this on to the boss.
It's great to do the Jack Factor.
Yeah.
Excellent, man.
Good
Thanks
luck.
for having
Cheers.
me. Cheers. See ya.
Having completed the Jack Factor, Sharon's team organised a group sing-song.
Clowns to the left of me, shoulders to the right.
What's it?
Stuck in the middle with you.
How did that go?
2 guitars and lots of voices.
was good. Yeah.
And lots of improvisation.
Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me.
Did you find that you're sat there and you're kind of thinking, okay, well, I need to perform now, I need to sort of join in, or...
Yeah, it's hard to relax. Definitely, it's
I
hard
was
to
just
relax.
sat there like, what should I do? Right, okay,
Yeah.
I'll just sing. And some of the songs I didn't even know, so I was just like...
Yeah, by the way you talk that talk, I can know by the way you treat your girl, and I can give you all the love in the whole wide world. Oh, what you do is make your break. Got to make sure that you're well fed.
You're going to find out at some point that 2 of you have got to go home. Within the group, do you feel like, we'll start with you, Cassie, do you think you've done enough to go through?
I've done my best.
Can that be enough?
I don't know. Depends what they're looking for.
Megan?
I just tried and tried. I mean, outside I was really nervous, but...
Yeah, I think I'm the same. I think I didn't do my
I was
best.
proud of myself, so it's okay.
Yeah, but you don't think you've done the best?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, this is just me. I always do this anyway, no matter what. Like, I'm always like, no, it's crap.
Oh, your daddy's rich and your mama's good. Baby, don't you cry.
So Andy, Tab, it's been a long old day. Tabby, how are you feeling now?
Oh, grand, man, you know, just, it's just been, like, a lot of songs today and just having, you know, we had something lovely to eat earlier and we were just chatting away and having the crack and just having a good laugh, you know.
It's so cold, they rule my world. They rule my world. At your age, girl, not your shoe size. Maybe we can move the world. You don't have to be beautiful. Just leave it all up to me, and we can
great for to get to know each other and just sit down and basically talk without all the bibble babble and the crap, you know.
Do you want to do it with like?
Even if the end of the road's here, you've still had a cracking time and beat another 49,950
something
to get here and met some great people and ate some great chicken up there.
Good chicken?
Oh, yeah, good chicken. It was in 1965. And now you come around to see if you can find a woman. Do you won't let me ride Mustang Sally now, baby, baby. I guess you better stop that Mustang down. Yeah, yeah. Come on. 'Cause you've been running all the time. Wow, I guess you gotta put your flat feet on the ground. Yeah, yeah.
And it strikes me that it's quite a relaxed atmosphere, but are you relaxed or are you sort of nervous or?
No, yeah, I'm relaxed. Well, I've been relaxed all day. The whole thing's, I think that's what the idea was, to be chilled out and to be yourself. Because all the other previous auditions, you never got as intimate with anybody, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas here now, it's as if you're in your own house type of thing, because that's what the idea was. Get a drink when you want to drink, sing when you want to sing, dance when you want to dance.
So relaxed were Andy and Tabby, little did they know the big debate raging next door was over which one of them should make the final three.
What was the first thing I said to you? I said this boy came in, he was just, you know, the most vulnerable little thing. He was fabulous, loved him.
Yeah.
When Tabby came in and sang, loved him, but just knew instinctively he needed his band, but he has got better since then, obviously.
Here's a dilemma. Do you think Andy sounds like somebody that's around today? And do you think Tabby sounds like somebody that's around today?
Well, Andy...
I don't think either of them
Andy sounds like Jerry and the Pacemakers.
Mm-hmm.
And Tabby sounds like old Small Faces.
Denny Lane.
Yeah.
Black Crows. It's your decision.
I know, and I hate this, and I'm so sorry to all of you. I just don't know.
With no agreement over the final three, it looked like it was going to be a long night ahead.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
You've got an important decision to make.
No, I can't do it. I'm Switzerland. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm suffering from homosexual panic. I don't want to make a decision. Please hold me.
And if you think you know who the judges chose, think again.
Have you made a decision?
Might have.
Join us later for the real untold story. Also, after the break, I share pillow talk with Voices with Soul.
It's not the harsh. She's just kicking herself. I'm just kicking myself.
And I try to blag my way into a Playboy's mansion.
What now?
Oh, yes, hello. I was wondering if I could interest you in some of my wares. I've got generally lots of ill-fitting clothes. I understand that you're very keen on them.
Nokia, giving you the X Factor.
Hong Kong, eh? It's not Corfu. It pays to save, little man.
It's Dublin's fair city and time for our bands to visit Louis' pad. But before we let them into his penthouse, we caught up with them on the main street to talk high fashion and tweed jackets. Oh, G4 boys, how are you feeling?
Wow. Yeah, overwhelming.
Very excited.
Yeah, cool.
I'm sensing a slight change in outfit, though. We're not wearing suits. We're still looking quite smart. Whose idea was this? Is this a coordinated effort?
Yeah, it was a kind of joint idea we all went for. Yeah, just to kind of like have a little bit of
We'd done the suits and they said they wanted to maybe see something different, and it's what we've come up with. So stylist, see what she says.
Well, you look like you could be going on a shoot or something like that. I mean,
Well, I know,
literally,
yeah, I just thought I'd go for something a little bit different.
How are you feeling?
Good. Yeah, good.
Bit cold,
but
cold.
That's all right.
That'll learn you for cutting the sleeves off this shirt. Heaven's sake. And what we just wanted to say, actually, so notice how clean the boys' shoes
The white.
are already. How have you managed to keep them so clean?
Give them a little polish and a wash. Take them to the shower with us. You know.
The Voices with Soul girls, as ever, coordinated fantastically.
Thank you.
Do you always get up every morning and do you always have matching outfits on?
Yeah.
Not always.
Not always.
Well, you're looking fantastic. How are you feeling about being over here?
absolutely
really
wonderful.
nice.
Yeah, it's more relaxed. Yeah.
The others have mentioned that they think there's a much more relaxed atmosphere.
I think it does feel more relaxed here because now we know people a bit better.
What about the show itself? Because obviously you've been able to watch the show going out. What do you think?
Yeah, I like the show, darling. Loved it.
Love the show.
Oh yeah, somebody said, oh, I thought you were brilliant.
Really?
Outside, yeah.
Like Spanish?
I thought you were brilliant. Shut up.
Suddenly your friends are seeing the programme and stuff like that. What's the reaction been?
No one's noticed me.
No one's noticed you at all? Not even any of your mates? So you're still sort of incognito, still stealth?
Yeah.
You haven't been mobbed yet?
Nah, not yet.
Girls aren't throwing themselves at you?
Oh, no. Well, that
Not as
happens
much
anyway.
as usual. We've snuck into one of Louis' many bedrooms. Whose bedroom is this, Louis?
This is the guest bedroom.
This is the guest bedroom, which is why you've got toweling sheets on the bed.
This is in the east wing. You see, unlike the other two celebrity judges, I'm real. I'm making it. This is a real house, you know?
What, with toweling bed covers?
Yeah.
Is that because people have accidents when they stay here?
Because they're all old.
That's it. They're all old and infirm.
You're in Dublin. When in Dublin.
Okay,
When
fair
in
enough.
Rome.
Well, look, we've got a big day for you all this morning, and all day today. We're going to go from 5 to 3. How is it at the minute in terms of you guys knowing whether you've got the final 3 that you want, or is it going to be a difficult
We
decision?
haven't picked the final 3 yet. Unlike the other celebrity judges, we're giving our last 5 contestants, we give them all new songs to sing. We picked some really good songs between us, and we've given them all new songs, and they're very difficult songs.
They've been welcomed into his home, but what do Louis' groups really think of the man?
Best thing about having Louis as our judge is that he's had years of experience of producing good, strong groups.
No, Westlife, Boys Down, Girls Aloud.
I feel out of the 3 judges that were there, I think, you know, it was the best one that we could have hoped for.
Also looked amazing for his age.
The worst thing about having Louis as our judge is you don't see him enough, so you don't get enough, like, criticisms and, like, stuff to work on.
He looks like your dad. He looks like my dad.
It's not really anything that's bad about Louis at all. It's the fact he's Irish. It's a bit of a shame, but I mean, we'll put up with it. It's fine.
He's not quite as funny as the cartoon version.
So, whilst our bands enjoyed a post-lunch sing-song, I snuck off to Louis' roof garden to catch up with Dave. In the groups category, there's a great spirit between. Everyone's getting on very well, aren't they?
Yeah, they seem to. They're all nice people. I have personal favourites.
Right.
I have 2 acts which I think vocally for me, they're quite tremendous.
Who are they?
Well, I think G4.
Yeah.
I like them, and the Voices with Soul.
The sisters, the mums, the sisters, and the daughters.
Yeah, it's just inspiring.
What about the whole G4 thing with the sort of pop opera classical style? Because you have to think not just in terms of them being great, but in terms of them actually being marketable and being successful. Do you think there's a big market for that now?
I think there could be. It's all about styling.
Bit of a worry that they're having a big sing-song like that when they've got quite an important performance to do.
Well, you probably noticed I went over to the group and said, well, hang on, can you all keep it down for a while? Right. There are some experienced singers out there, and there's some really inexperienced singers. By blowing their voice there, they'd have nothing left for the audition.
You and I will never be apart. My dreams came true.
We've just done our potential last audition.
Last audition.
And
I think
we
performance-wise, I
performed
think
very
we
well.
were pretty damn good. What do you think?
Yeah.
Right beside you is where I belong. From this moment on.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Did you like the song?
Yes, very much, thank you.
It's a ballad, so we like doing that.
Dave? I did notice that there was a bit of nerves and a bit of anxiety going on there. Throughout the period, you've heard a lot of people saying about bringing out some personality.
Yeah.
We think you have a lack of personality, and that's been the problem with you so far.
We can't compromise sort of our art, if you like, just so that we can sort of act like we're, you know, teenagers or whatever, that we're going to be at #1 next week and all the rest of it, because it doesn't work like that.
God only knows what I'd be without you.
You got given
sort of Beach Boys song.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
What did they make of the arrangement that you did?
I don't know. Only Dave and Louis really spoke. To be fair, I don't think Dave really got the arrangement.
I loved the arrangement you did.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't quite understand it fully.
Okay.
I'm trying to get the beat, the groove.
Yeah.
Technically, it was excellent.
Do you think you've done enough to get through?
Yeah, hopefully. You can never know, really.
You can never know what they're thinking.
Guys, do you think you have the X factor?
Yeah, otherwise
Why?
we wouldn't be here, obviously.
What makes you different from everybody else?
The X Factor is like, I mean, I read Simon Cowell's autobiography before I come in. He said it was an undefinable.
You're not going to learn very much, honestly.
Basically, because we got the track, we just try to make it our own. So I don't think you really, but
Yes, the voices with soul. Yeah. You can hear them through the walls here. That's how loud they are.
They're vibrating.
And I will always love you. I will always love you.
How did it go?
The first time round, it was really good. Second time we made a mistake, but
What
we
happened?
carried on. Yeah, we carried on and we tried to rectify while we were singing.
Wrong harmony.
Me.
Uh-oh. Why?
Went out of my head.
Will always love you. I will always love you.
Oh, sorry.
So you're a bit annoyed with yourself?
Very. But we're not annoyed with her.
No.
I just have to keep saying sorry. That's all I could do.
What happened? Because girls, you know, there's no room for mistakes.
I know.
We're live on a Saturday night show. Too much at stake here, girls.
Yes.
Yeah, but Louis, the first time you did it right, so you know, you are right and you're the boss, but give them a bit of, you know.
I'm not 100% convinced.
You defended us. To me.
God, it's harsh, isn't it?
Very harsh, but it's not the harshness. It's not the harshness. She's just kicking herself. I'm just kicking myself.
To love somebody, to love somebody the way I love you.
How are you feeling about the chances?
Every round that we've performed in front of the judges, we've given a good account of ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, there's a high standard in the competition, but no one's perfect.
You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like.
Okay, guys, thanks very much. You did a lot of work on the song, and it started off really well, but it just fell apart. I thought they did a good job. I actually think they need another singer in the band. I really do.
You're so very special. I wish I was special.
It's as different, I think, to what we've done before as is actually possible at all. And they wanted to show, in Louis' words, that we're not a one-trick pony.
But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Whoa, whoa.
Everything that they wanted to try and get out of us by choosing the song they did, everything that we wanted to prove by doing the song, I think they pretty much summed up that we did.
Wow. Well done.
Whilst our bands waited nervously, Louis and his team made up their minds and put G4 and Voices with Soul through to the next stage. But who would take that third place?
I like Peter and Emma. That's just me. You like...
No, I like Peter and Emma.
You can only pick one. You can only pick one.
Between who?
Between Two to Go, Fortune and Advance.
Out of those three?
Yeah.
Advance.
Pick one. Come on, Dave. It's not rocket science.
No, I know. It's not about that. It's Two to Go. I'll go with Two to Go.
Linda.
I think there's development potential there.
Two to
I
go.
like Emma. Even I love Peter's voice, but I do like Emma's voice as well.
Guys, I think we picked 3 really good acts. Faye, you happy? Because we want to win this.
I feel emotionally drained.
Me too. But we have to prove to Simon and Sharon that we can do it.
So, you made the decision. That seemed like it was pretty tricky.
It was very difficult, because we had 4 acts in 3 places.
You've got the places though, G4, Voices of the Soul, 2 to go. Are you excited about that?
Absolutely. I think we got the winner.
You think you can...
I think we got the winner in that 3. I'm not telling you who. I'm sorry we couldn't put Fortune through. We all are sorry, because we'd love to put 4 acts through. I think we've picked 3 totally different acts.
I think they're going to build, not only in personality, but with arrangements and vocals and looks and everything. I think we're going to build that package with those 3 people, hoping that the public agree, obviously. But I think they will. And I think we're going to be fighting at the end.
Yeah. Dave, what do you think might be the problems for your 3 acts? What can you foresee being some of the hurdles that you're going to have to overcome?
Well, for the 3 acts, 2 to go. Bit dull. They can be a bit dull. We've got a lot of work to do on them. Personality. He can make them sing, but he cannot give them personality. No. But, you know, they're very young.
Sure. Okay.
And they can grow, they can learn. Yeah. And the whole point is that they are willing to put effort and energy into it. And I don't think, I really don't think that I've got a problem with any of them.
Okay, just think about Simon and Sharon now. Out of those 2, who do you think's going to who has more chance of beating one of yours?
Simon is going to use every trick in the book. Every trick in the book to win this show, because his ego will not let him lose the show. I definitely do not want Simon Cowell to win. I really, really don't. And the public must be fed up of him by now as well. Just got such a big head. Pompous. What do you think?
About Simon Cowell? He's a very lovely man.
Coming up after the break, Simon chooses his final 3.
You are the weakest singer, but I think you probably knew that.
And gives us an exclusive of his karaoke fantasy.
Yeah, I want to sound like Cher.
Nope. No. Mm-mm. No. You.
Go, 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 Charlie.
Okay, so we're at one of the judges' house, but who lives here?
Yes? Who is it?
Hi, Simon, it's Ben and the gang. Can we come in? We're filming with you.
No, I'm having my ego massage. Clear off.
No joy there.
What now?
Oh, yes, hello. I was wondering if I could interest you in some of my wares. I've got some interesting things to sell. Some chamois leather, maybe an ironing board cover. Oh, I know what you'd be interested in. I've got a special deal, 2 for 1 on V-neck tops. I understand you like them. High-waisted trousers I've got. Generally lots of ill-fitting clothes. I understand that you're very keen on them. Can I come in and show you?
Yes.
Excellent.
I'll take the lot.
There's one born every day. Having flagged our way into Simon's pad, we finally caught up with him, having his photo taken. Now, tell me, Simon, have you had much contact with the guys since you got your final 5?
Sharon won't return my calls. Word of honour. And Louis on the phone all the time.
How are you feeling about the competition as it is?
I think we've got a really good category, Ben, I really do. Because we've got the older category, it's trying to get to know them a bit more now, because I don't know much about them, really. I mean, I know Rowetta's barking, I know Verity's shy, I know Steve isn't sure. Otis, yeah, he's cute, but again, I don't know anything about him, and I don't know anything about Lloyd. Nothing.
Are you gonna be cooking everyone dinner, lunch then today? Yeah?
Absolutely not.
Do you know where the kitchen is?
On this floor somewhere, yes. Yeah, it's in an easterly direction from here.
One where there's no more chocolate biscuits.
Yeah, she actually comes in, this is true. Okay, and throughout all of my nice things from my fridge.
We left Simon and Sunita talking diets to catch up with our contestants for a gossip, a chat, and some exclusive performances.
That I feel like I do, though it hurts me so to let you know.
Now, Steve, it's been a couple of weeks since we've seen you last. Yeah. Since then, you've been on national television, and I understand you've become a bit of a celebrity?
Now and again, people have been coming. I'm surprised because I was only on for a little bit, and people come up and I've had a little girl, 10 years old, came up wanted autographs.
Really?
It was just cute.
What did all your mates do?
My mates, they're telling me I've got to learn the "yes, it's me" look.
What's that? Have you got it yet?
No.
Give me your yes,
Oh,
it's me. What went on last night between
mate.
Steve and Rowetta?
Oh, mate, do I have to?
Yeah, I want to know.
Well, there was a slight altercation at dinner.
Because Steve said on the show that he thought Rowetta was nuts.
Yeah, and she took exception to that and left before dinner was over.
Really? She stormed out?
She went back to the hotel.
Rock steady, baby. That's what I feel now. Let's call this song exactly what it is.
It's the reason that Steve upset you then was because he's in the competition with you.
If you're in the same boat as me and you're discussing me, I don't know why you're discussing me if it's not praising me, because I would not do that with another person in the final 5. So I don't have a problem with you saying I'm anything. If you were at boot camp with me and against me, you're lovely, all you lot, and Simon can say what the F he wants about me, and Louis Walsh can say I'm mad if he wants, but I can come on camera then knowing he said it to my face and say, that's ridiculous criticism when I've just done an audition and it means so much to me and won't put me through because I'm mad. I just think that's disgraceful.
It was all getting a little tense. Even worse, Simon was keeping them waiting. So we decided to pass the time by asking them just what they thought about their judge.
The best thing about Simon is...
I think he's really, really funny, really witty.
He's judge of character and talent.
Great to listen to when he talks, great talker.
The fact that he very much thought I was pretty good.
He knows what he's talking about when it comes to the music industry, and he's been nice to me.
The worst thing is sometimes a bit cruel.
The way he dresses, I'd like to see him wear something different.
Sometimes he's a little bit blunt.
He can be a little bit brutal, a bit too honest.
Late that afternoon, it was finally time for one-to-ones with Simon. Lloyd went in first.
I felt quite relieved to actually sort of like meet Simon Cowell, the man.
Do you feel like you have met him?
I did, yeah.
One of the things we noticed when we watched your tapes was, is the times when you let loose, we feel you're at your best.
When I need love, hold out my hand and I touch love.
Do you actually believe yourself now that you could win this competition and become a successful recording artist? Honestly.
Honestly, yeah, it'd be nice.
No, but what do you think, apart from the fact it would be nice?
Yeah, I think there's a possibility.
You touched on the fact that you're a bit of a sex symbol, Steve.
Apparently, yeah. I said that. I still don't get that. Don't get it. And I know people are going to come up and say, you're ugly.
That's why I know this heart will survive after you're gone.
How was your missus? How would she cope if that became part of it?
Oh, well. I'm taking faith.
Things that you enter this competition for, he said those things. He said I was really intelligent, which I think is really intelligent of him to notice. He liked my intelligence. He said lovely things about my voice.
We're all in agreement on one thing.
Right.
We all think you are a fantastic singer.
Cause when I'm bad, I'm so bad. I'm
That's the positive.
Yeah.
Now I have to come on to the negative.
No.
And that is your personality.
And that's a negative, is it?
It's a negative in so much as, and I'm going to be honest with you, I think you would be impossible to manage.
No, I can be told. I've had nobody really telling me during this. Had everybody telling me to be yourself and more of that. Even Simon saying, no, we want to know all of you are very interesting, that's why you're here. And it's been great, but I know at some point I'd like to just think about singing the songs.
How was it?
It was good. Yeah, it was. I felt very relaxed, and he seemed very relaxed, and it was just a nice conversation, really.
He said out of everybody, you fitted the pop star mould.
I wanna touch your body,
Feel your arms around me. I wanna be your fantasy, your dream come true.
If you were to come into my office outside of this competition, the 5 of you, you would be the one I would be offering a recording contract to. I'm going to be honest with you.
Right.
Out of the 5 finalists, you are the weaker singer. But I think you probably knew that.
Then immediately the tears filled up because I just felt it was like a stunt to me again.
I think one of the important things that he's trying to do though is he's trying to sort of for all of you, he's trying to put it on the line as to what it is that you have no bones about it. Yeah, what are your strongest points and what it is you're going to go in having to face.
Certainly part of your appeal is the fact that you have what I call the likability factor. There's something genuine about you. I think people will care about you.
When I fall in love with you.
Well, guys, that seems like it was quite a fraught, what, 3 hours? Decision-making, something like that?
It has taken a while, hasn't it?
But you've come to the decision. Are you pleased with the decision you've come to?
Yeah, and surprisingly, because I thought that there was going to be quite a big argument today, we're all unanimous.
Okay, so talk me through Steve, first of all. All 3 of you wanted Steve?
Yeah.
Well, the groupies immediately jumped in, so even if I'd have said no, it wouldn't have made any difference at all.
We were
But
purring all the way through his interview.
yeah.
Really?
Oh, it's pathetic. If I could choose to sing like anybody in this competition, it would be Steve.
Not Rowetta?
All right, you're right, Rowetta. After Rowetta. Yeah, I want to sound like Cher.
Okay, so Steve's in. I totally agree.
Steve was the easiest decision, I think, wasn't he? Yeah.
That was unanimous.
And Rowetta, somebody who's really capable of wowing.
Obviously, it comes down to Verity, who got the last place. I mean, Sunita, why did you go for Verity?
You know, she just really touched me, and actually when we watched the tape earlier, I was really touched by her, and I was thinking, what is this?
We sort of made a decision today, I think, based on what the public wanted to happen. It's my gut feeling that the one person they really would have liked to have seen given another chance to, I honestly do believe, was Verity. And what we have to get over with her now is to make her believe that it's not about us, it's about herself. You know, it's not about letting us down. She's there because we actually do believe that she could be good enough, even within this environment, to do really well in this competition.
So, no Lloyd, no Otis. Simon had his final 3, but he wasn't going to tell them just yet. All 5 had a long, sleepless night ahead. But if it was a tough call for Simon, it had been even worse for Sharon. We left her agonising over the decision, and it was only late into the night when she made up her mind.
Have you made a decision?
Might have.
Wow. You seem very confident.
Then again, I might not.
It's been a really, really long day. Sharon and the judges didn't know who to put in between Andy and Tabby. They've got the 2 girls, but they just didn't know. Sharon was saying that her head wanted Tabby, her heart wanted Andy. So she decided she wanted to talk to the boys one last time before she makes a decision.
Roberta. Cassie. And Andy.
So it's been a really, really long day. The judges have finally made their decision. They know who's going to be in their 3 for the So's under 25. However, they're not going to let the others get away with it that easy. They're going to make them sweat. They're all staying for the night here at the Osborne Mansion. So they're going to have to find out tomorrow. But you don't have to wait that long. Join us in 5 minutes' time to see day 2 of the judges' houses. Coming up in the next hour, we explore the parts other shows just cannot reach. This is the most used room in the house.
No, I'll show you the most used room in the house. This is my bedroom.
That's a big old bed, Simon. And Sharon has yet another major rethink. You changed your mind?
Changed my mind.
We're giving you the chance to have a taste of Simon Cowell's lifestyle. You could win his car, a holiday at his favourite Caribbean hotel, and £1,000. Each week, you can also win tickets to the live Saturday night show, as well as £1,000 cash. This week's question is, how many acts are left in the X Factor competition? Is it A, 20, B, 12, or C, 9? To enter, text MINI followed by A, B or C to 86107 or phone 09012 93 33 29. And good luck!
Next to you on ITV2, more Extra Factor replay.